Hey, Walter Sorrells back with another Knife Makers Friday 5. Today we're going to talk custom knives. So I got a note recently from somebody who bought a knife from me and used the phrase custom knife to talk about that particular knife. And so it occurred to me in that particular instance, I thought custom was not the right word for him to use. Why would anybody be interested in this? Well, to me, one of the most important things, and really one of the only good reasons for buying knives outside of the realm of production, high volume manufactured knives, is that you're going to get something that's unique, that's special, whatever, and perhaps made to higher levels of quality. But it's easy if you're spending this extra money to kind of confuse some of the categories of what you're getting, and maybe you end up paying for something that's not really what you had in mind. So I want to distinguish between custom knives and some of the other offerings that are out there, because I think it's something that's useful for knife makers to be thinking about, as well as for people who are out there buying knives, knife connoisseurs, and so on. So what do we mean when we say that a knife is custom made? Well, really what that means is that you as a buyer have approached a knife maker and said, I want to buy a knife that meets such and such specifications. You may have drawn a picture, you may have planned it out on CAD CAM, whatever, but for whatever reason, it's not something that you can make yourself, and so you've hired a custom maker to make that knife for you. So an important distinction that I want to make here is between handmade knives and custom knives. The reason I think this is important is because, sometimes people think that, I'm paying a little bit more than I did for a knife that I could go buy at Walmart. And so I should be able to go to the knife maker and say, I want a shorter handle and I want a longer this and I want it, to have two edges where this one has only one and, whatever. In other words, a custom knife, when actually what that maker offers are handmade knives. Big difference. So a handmade knife is just a knife that's made by an individual maker mostly. I mean, he may have an apprentice or an employee or something, but he's grinding it, he's heat treating it himself. His hands are touching that knife all through the production process. So to me, the important thing about the handmade knife is, in a sense, even more than a custom knife, a handmade knife is a full expression of the knife maker's personality, of his beliefs, of his capacities as a person. And so when you buy a handmade knife, to me, that's the closest you're going to get to having the spirit of that maker in your hand. It's possible for individual makers, and I'm actually one of those people, to make, I call them semi-production knives. Between those two poles is where I sort of situate my own Tactics Armory stuff, which is, it's kind of production, but it's also overseen, and a lot of the handwork is actually done by, one or two individuals, and that's the case with me. I use CNC machines. I have obviously belt grinders and a lot of the other kinds of equipment that, most knife makers would have. But I do large batches of knives, all to designs that I've worked through very carefully, and over time I've refined them. And if you buy that knife, you get that knife. So really, why is any of this important? Well, it's all about customer expectations. So one of the dirty little secrets of the handmade knife, custom made knife, whatever you want to call it, world, is that a lot of makers actually don't like making true custom-made knives. So here's the reason for that, and I'm getting back to this issue of customer expectations. A lot of times, folks who want true custom knives, in other words, where they really have a very strong hand in the actual design of the knife, customers have unrealistic expectations. They just invest the knife with all kinds of magical properties, and it's going to change their life, and it's going to be so great. And it's just a knife. At the end of the day, it's just a fancy screwdriver. Not only that, it's not unusual for folks who design a knife themselves and then have somebody implement it. Of course, and there's nothing wrong with this, but it just happens to be the case. There are a lot of nuances involved in the making of things that if you're not somebody who actually makes things, if you just do it as a drawing on a piece of paper, you don't understand the nuances of manufacture that are really, really important in, how doable a project is. So as a result, it's not unusual for custom guys to prefer not to do that. Now, there's another route to take in custom making, which is just to say, hey, I want you to make a hunting knife with a particular kind of wood as a handle or whatever it might be. If that's the case, most custom knife makers are not unhappy doing that because they can make a knife that's of their standard, as they say on Forged in Fire, your signature style. If you're doing something that you are really comfortable with and you're changing some simple variables, that is the kind of work that almost all custom knife makers actually really enjoy doing and have an easy time doing and pricing at a level that they can actually end up making a living and putting food on their table. So does all this mean that knife makers will never do custom work or hate doing it? This is kind of the funny thing, is that one of my favorite customers is a guy named Mark Kramer. He's been working with me for years and years, done a lot of custom projects for Mark, and we've got a good relationship, and so it's sort of easy for me to work with him because he comes up with a project. He knows that at a certain point he stops he takes his hands off and he says, here's my general idea, you go off and implement it. And, he kind of trusts me, I trust his judgment in what he's looking for. And the result is that, he's actually helped me come up with some designs for knives that I probably would have never come up with if he hadn't said, hey, here's an idea that I would have never thought of in the first place. So let me back off of the kind of custom maker versus hand maker issue and talk a little bit about, basically what reasonable expectations are from the standpoint of customers. And on the other side, if you're a knife maker, especially somebody who's just getting started, what are reasonable expectations and what is it reasonable for you to try and deliver to your customers? The first thing is, everybody in this little space needs to have a kind of reality check. You're not producing a magical tool. There's no such thing as Excalibur, things that can cut through machine gun barrels or whatever. At the end of the day, a knife is just a knife. It's not something magic. It's not something that can do superhuman tasks. You have to have reasonable expectations about what you as a knife maker can deliver, and customers have to have reasonable expectations about what any given knife is, no matter how much they pay for it or how famous the maker is or whatever. So communication's a really important thing. It's very important, I think, for knife makers to be extremely honest and forthright, which is not exactly the same thing, about what their offerings consist of. What I mean by that is, just being honest is just saying, hey, this is the kind of steel it's made from, these are the processes I use, whatever it might be. That's the first thing. But by forthrightness, what I mean is, sometimes sometimes knife makers will play hide the weenie with what they do. They'll kind of not talk about this or not talk about that, maybe because they're cutting corners, but maybe sometimes it's just because they don't feel comfortable talking about all the things that they do. This is my personal bent, but I really think that the more that you get out front of things and tell people what you're doing, how you're making it, why you make the choices that you do, the better off that everybody is. All right, thanks for watching, and we'll see you soon. Thanks for watching, guys. If you feel like you got something out of this video, don't forget to subscribe. Also, click on the link to Patreon for a great way to give back to the channel. Plus, check me out on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. Links in the description. If you want something sharp and pointy, maybe a gift for yourself or one of the cooler people in your life, check out my Tactics Armory website and pick up one of our tactical or outdoor knives. And finally, if you want to learn to make hamones or Japanese swords, check out WalterSorrellsBlades.com, where you can find videos about how I make hamones, as well as forging, mounting, polishing, and fittings for Japanese swords. Thanks, and see you soon.